What you have at the moment, you attracted by the person you become. That is according to my indirect mentor, Mr. Jim Ron. And tonight, we are so privileged to have somebody in our show who actually manifested the person that she wants to be. But before anything else, magandang gabi mula sa aking tahanan, from my heart to yours. And from my home to yours, I am sending you tonight abundance of love, joy, health, and wealth. And at the same time, I am wishing you that you could be free from fear and greed so that you can really take off in life and always remember the abundance of the universe. Ask and you shall receive it. Good evening. I'm Joanna Lazaro. I am your host tonight together with my mentor. I am a co-owner and of course the CEO of Laurus Enterprises, and joining me tonight, allow me to call him, give him a very warm of applause, guys. The president of Laurus Enterprises and the K-pop chairman of the Philippines, Mr. Jerome San.
Hi, good evening, Joanna, and good evening, everyone. Yeah, welcome.
Good evening to you, Jerome. How are you
Yes.
today?
So far, so good naman. Medyo nagising ng late. Late afternoon na. Ayun.
Late afternoon, tapos ang dami ng ginawa, no? Busy.
Uh,
It's a busy day regardless that we are working from home. There's still
mhm.
so many things happening in Laurus Enterprises. Tama ba?
Yeah, there are some upcoming events, which later on I think you will be announcing. Yeah, I'm excited for this, yung kay Rob Ropel.
Yes,
Mhm.
because the nice thing about the upcoming event that we're going to have this coming Saturday is that it is personally, ano ba, tawag dito, prepared.
Customized.
Customized, yes, by
Yeah.
Mr. Robert Lupel for us Filipinos. But, of course, later na po natin i-promote yung mga upcoming events po natin.
Mhm.
And right now, let's just say hi to some of our friends. Miss Aurora Rosasha watching from
Hi,
Bulacan.
Aurora.
Aurora, you're still watching us from Bulacan. And of course, I'm Jisan, our Laurus partner. And yes, maraming salamat po. Good evening to all of you guys. So I hope that you can hear us and watch us clearly right now. And Jerome, for the benefit of our friends, especially if this is their first time watching Manifest Master Inspire, can you please share to them what is the show all about?
Yes, with pleasure. So, Laurus Enterprises, our business is we organize business learning events, live business learning events. Since nung nag-lockdown last year, March, Laurus Enterprises, we postponed all our live events to further notice. So right now, we still want to continue to provide value for our learning partners and our clients. So that's why we decided to do this program called M.M.I, which stands for Manifest, Master, Inspire, where we invite our learning partners, because a lot of them are authors, trainers, business people, financial coach, financial guru, marami, all sorts of from people from different industry. But the important thing is a lot of them are manifesting their dream, mastering their craft, and right now inspiring their world. So what this program is all about is we always have, every week, we have unique guests,
Yeah.
like tonight, yes, from different industry, sharing their expertise, sharing their knowledge, and of course some ideas.
That's
Yeah.
true. So I hope our dear viewers, you get inspired by that alone. And not only tonight's episode, but we have conducted or did a lot of interviews already, and they are available in the Facebook and YouTube pages of Laurus Enterprises. And you know what, Jerome? Naalala ko lang, I'm excited na siguro sa ano natin, sa anniversary natin. Malapit na tayo mag 1 year, Jerome, ng Manifest Master Inspire. We started
Oh,
sometime in October, if I'm not mistaken eh. So that
yeah.
would be 2 months away na lang from now.
Mhm.
So maybe, just an idea that I have in my mind right now, bakit
Mhm.
hindi kaya ikaw yung interviewin ko for Manifest Master Inspire? You know what? Jerome, you have
Uh-huh.
manifested so many of your dreams. Laurus Enterprises is part of that. Robert Kiyosaki, Laurus Enterprises brought him. That's part of your dream. And you brought Cash Flow 101 workshop to the
Mhm.
Philippines. You've mastered a lot. Ang dami mo nang
Uh,
nabasang libro, you've been mentored, you've been coached, ang dami mo ng mga nakilala na mga malalaking tao, and because of that, you have really mastered so many crafts, and right now,
mhm,
you're inspiring thousands of people. You
mhm.
are really a fantastic person. So you should be part of the Manifest Master Inspire. What do you think?
But sis, I have better idea.
What?
Why not four of us?
Pwede. So calling the
Mas
attention of
maganda, di ba?
Angie, Angie
Saka
and
si Jeb.
yeah, narinig niyo po ang ating K-pop chairman. All right. Sige. Guys, if you are watching us and you get so excited with that idea alone, please let us know in the comment section. Ano po yung preferred ninyo? I interview Jerome San or I interview the three of them, meaning Jerome, Angie San, and Jeverly Aurelio. Let me know
Yeah,
in the
tapos at
comment
the same time,
section.
sis, I'll be interviewing you then. You accomplished so much also from where you started until where you are right now. I mean, really inspiring story mo. Which a lot of people heard a lot na, but this interview, I think if I'm gonna do it, okay, yung mga question na hindi natatanong ng iba.
So, bato ba topic tayo, Jerome, ang mangyayari?
Sige.
Sige,
Yeah.
let our let allow our viewers, our online audience to make the decision for us. Sabi ni Leia at saka ni Amani, the three of them. Medyo dumadami yung ano po natin. Let us know in the comment section, guys, if that excites you. One, I'm going to interview Jerome San, or the second, I'm going to interview the three of them with Angie and Jeverly. All right. But you know what, Jerome?
Mhm.
I'm so excited with that idea kasi ikaw, you inspired so many, including me. Ang dami mo na talaga na ituro sa akin, and I become the person that I am right now. I become the business person that I am right now because of you. So I really want to honor you and let the
Ah,
whole world
thank
know
you.
how important you are in my life. You're so instrumental to my growth talaga.
Oh, thank you. Speechless
Ayan.
ako.
Kapag ano, ganito po guys, no, sa mga audience po natin, dito niyo po malalaman na wala po talaga kaming pine-prepare na speech dito sa aming Manifest Master Inspire. Flowing lang po kami dito, come what may. So, whatever that tickles our brain, and at the same time, kung ano po yung biglang pumasok or the nada-download namin from the universe, yun lang din po talaga yung sinishare namin sa inyo. Ay, ina-open up po namin sa inyong lahat. So, what you see is what you get, and it's in all its genuineness and authenticity. Yan po yung pinaprovide namin sa Manifest Master Inspire. No need for script because we can provide you the best genuine information that you would need so that you can take off on your own personal journey to success. And I believe, Jerome, this is time for
Mhm.
us to invite our special guest tonight. But before we do
Mhm.
that, nakalimutan ko, all right? For our online audience, welcome to all of you. Maraming salamat po for joining us tonight. And also, since we have friends already na actively participating, commenting for us, we acknowledge you guys. We appreciate you. And so please, yes, continue to connect with us because in the virtual setup right now, it's through the comment section po talaga yung paraan po namin to interact with you. Let us know if you are enjoying the episode. Let us know whatever aha moments that you have. And at the same time, let our guests know how much you appreciate the information or the knowledge or the wisdom that they are trying to impart to you. And which of them yung pwedeng makatulong po sa inyo on your own personal journey to success. And just a reminder po, if ever that we got cut off, because alam niyo naman po, we have the best internet providers in the whole wide world. So if ever po na bigla po kaming mawala sa screen po ninyo, lahat kami or just me or just Jerome or just our guest, please stay there because definitely we are coming back. All right? Also, yes, keep on commenting. Let us know if you are enjoying or ano po yung part ng conversation po namin with our guests that strikes the most in you. All right? So I guess, Jerome, this is our time now to invite or
Mhm.
to let our audience who is our special guest tonight.
Sige, with pleasure. Our guest for tonight, she is in a journey of continuous personal growth and mastery, where she discovered her calling and passion in coaching and facilitating. She is the founder and CEO of Peridot Consulting PH, the first premier personal finance firm in the country where she practices her expertise as a professional life and finance coach. She is a proud member of the prestigious Million Dollar Roundtable, or known as the MDRT, and an international organization for financial professionals. She co owns a social enterprise called Little Big Help that aims to promote sustainable lifestyle by providing affordable, eco-friendly items. And she's also a content creator where she hosts and produces her own top podcast entitled Quarter Life Bliss, and a TikTok finance educator with over 140,000 followers. Wow, that's a lot. We can learn from her on
Yes.
this. Yeah, she's tried to transform Filipinos' lives to see a nation where everyone is blissful and abundant. So without further ado, please help us welcome Miss Yani Moya.
Good evening. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And
Hi,
congratulations sa
Yani.
1 year. Yung mag-1 year na
Yes,
po tayo.
magawa. 2 months pa naman from now. Pero yes, malapit na pala yung anniversary namin. And Yani, thank you so much for saying
Mhm.
yes to our invitation. And also, Jerome,
Mhm.
she's
Yes.
celebrating her birthday this
Birthday this Friday.
Friday. So,
Yes, I'm
happy
ready turning
birthday to
October.
you. Happy birthday to you. Biglang What's
Buti
your
na lang
birthday
nakantahan na
wish?
ako. First kanta yan sa akin ah.
Sayang, di ko na
Yeah,
nakapag-prepare ng
amazing. Yani is still very young, but so far accomplished a lot na. So
exactly.
Thank
wow,
you.
kudos.
Thank you
Yes,
po,
di
thank
ba?
you po.
Mhm.
Ayan. Ginigreet ka ng mga online audience natin, Yani. Happy birthday daw to you. Thank you, Miss Aurora.
Thank you
Hi,
so
Cham.
much.
Good evening. Watching from Cebu.
Hi,
Tama
Cham.
ba, Cham? Leia sis, hi. Welcome. Are you with JT? Happy anniversary to you guys. They have just celebrated that wedding anniversary, Jerome.
Wow.
Amani, hello to you.
Wow.
Yan. Who else are we here na hindi pa natin nabate? Yes, si Miss Aurora watching from Bulacan still. And yan, anong birthday wish mo this coming Friday?
Kung birthday wish ko, mawala na tong pandemic para we're back to normal.
Kaya
Totoo
nga,
lang.
alam mo,
Diba? I
Yes.
mean, good health for the whole country. Yun na lang yung wish ko. Wala naman na akong mahiling. Siguro yun lang. Para we go back to the normal state. Whatever that normal is before pandemic.
yes. Regardless of kung anong normal for you before. Pero
Yeah.
yes, alam mo, ang daming nagbe-birthday talaga every day and then usually part of their wishes or yan yung talaga yung main wish nila na mawala na talaga itong si COVID-19 na to. But hopefully, unti-unti, magkakaroon tayo ng herd immunity, right? So,
Yeah.
Yani, are you prepared for our for what we prepared for you tonight? Because Jerome,
Mhm.
and our
Number of
viewers,
question.
especially, I believe all of these people right now, sina Cham, sina Amani, sina Miss Aurora, si Angie, si Leia, si JT, they already know this drill. Guys, how many questions do you think we prepared for Yani tonight? Jerome, how many questions?
Last time kasi 8,000 something ba? Ay, hindi. 3. Oh gosh, I forgot.
Grabe, ang
Yeah.
dami.
Yeah, since you're a
Yes.
finance coach, magaling sa number, tinaas namin.
So, right now, kasi last time yata we have 3,567 questions if I'm not mistaken. So for now, Yani, because you have 140,000 followers in TikTok
1
alone
million.
and you have been featured by several magazines, established na mga companies like Candy, Cosmopolitan, Alive, all these groups, and you have huge following even in your other social media accounts. Because of that, I have prepared 12,467 questions for you.
Sabi niyo po, 2 hours. Parang hindi kaya.
Tatry natin i-squeeze yan, Yani.
Series.
And for us to do that, sabi ni Cham, grabe si Cham mo, 1
1
million
million.
questions, sabi ni Cham. Cham, naka-ready na ba yung food mo dyan? Kaya ready ka for 1 million questions. So, yes, Yani, are you ready for, ano yung sinabi ko? 12,407
467.
questions. All right. Do you want to get started
Ready na,
now para
ready na
makarami
yan,
tayo?
ready. Simulan na
All
natin
right.
para maka 11,000 tayo tonight.
That's correct. That's the attitude. So, Jerome, let's get
Mhm.
started.
Sige. So first question, can you tell us about where you began? Because right now you're so young, but so far has accomplished a lot, and are gonna accomplish a lot more. So how did you started, and what moment in time where you decided to pursue this journey?
Okay. Simulan ko na rin total 12,000 ang question. Simulan ko ng college pa, no. Back
Okay.
in college, no, mga ilang years to, no. Back in college, I always find ways to grow myself outside the walls of the classroom. So, mahilig na talaga ako maghanap ng ways na I can meet new people, I can network, I can learn from mentors or coaches, mga seminars. I really loved attending those. But hindi ko pa naintindihan ng personal mastery back then. And then 2019, I was in the middle of quarter life crisis. And sabi ko, paano ko ba ibahin yung buhay ko, 'di ba? If I'm stuck in this, bakit ko ba hinahayaang ma-stuck yung sarili ko dito? And so I found ways for me to start working on myself slowly. And so yun yung buong journey ko ng 2019. Like really learning more about myself, getting in touch with who I really am, learning all of these things. Kaya ako naka-attend sa Laurus, no, na NAC, no? NAC yun, no? NAC PH.
Yes.
Oo,
Yes.
kaya ako naka-attend at that time because I was really eager to, ayun nga, sabi ko sa inyo, nag-i-intern pa ako nun kay Coach Ross para lang matuto talaga ako sa mga successful people. And so, it really started there. 2019, I started attending all of these things because of, I wanna get out of the quarter life crisis drama that I had in my life then. So, yun, dun siya talaga nag-start.
Akala ko ididire-diretso mo hanggang 26 years old ka. Quarter.
Hindi, tuloy-tuloy na yon hanggang ngayon. Tuloy-tuloy na. Hindi na, non-stop na yun. And I think, kayo din po, no, ganun din yung na-experience ninyo. Kaya tuloy-tuloy yung events ninyo. Gusto ninyong dinadala to sa mga tao because you've experienced it yourself and you wanna bring it to more people. And same with me because nakita ko yung changes within me. Nakita ko yung transformation in me. So I want others to experience that. And for me to keep sharing my light to others, I have to keep growing myself also. So naging normal na siya, tuloy-tuloy to keep attending, to keep learning, watching, kahit video, kahit listening to podcasts na ways for me to grow every single day.
Yes.
You know,
But
you said something that is very interesting for me. Jerome kasi Yani said na nakita niya, na-experience niya, nakikita niya yung pag-grow niya on a regular basis. Because so many people that I know, they are the last people to know that they are actually growing. What do I mean by that? Diba, you've been attending seminars and trainings, you've been reading this book, and then you've been talking to really wonderful people, and then hindi mo napapansin na nag-iiba na pala yung language mo, nag-iiba na pala yung mannerisms mo, and then malalaman mo na lang na changed person ka na when somebody would tell you na, uy, nag-iba ka na, iba na yung language mo, I'm so happy for you. Tapos parang, kasi ako ganun yung nangyari sa akin, Yani. Hindi ko napapansin na unti-unti na palang nagbabago yung mga,
Nag-progress.
yes, yung progress ko. Hindi ko siya napapansin at all because I wasn't really focused in myself. But with you, you are so focused with yourself na ikaw mismo talaga, naramdaman mo yung changes. What can you tell to people para they could have that kind of perspective or introspection in life also na sila yung unang makakakita na nagpo-progress sila, because so many people, in all honesty also, they give up because they feel like walang nangyayaring changes sa buhay nila despite all these things that they have been doing.
Yeah, I love progress. I love tracking my progress. Kahit na, let's say, for example, in terms of health, titignan ko yung mahilig akong tumingin ng before and after pics ko. So, ipagtatabi ko yan kahit 1 month apart lang, kahit na 2 months apart lang, and sa iba, hindi nila nakikita yung progress. Ako, I love measuring my progress. I love tracking my progress. So, paano? Kahit sa day-to-day, before hindi ko alam i-handle yan. For example, pag ako napunta dyan sa situation na yan, magagalit lang ako dati. Tapos ngayon, kaya ko nang i-calm yung sarili ko. That's progress. Before, I wouldn't say yes to live streams because takot akong magkamali live. Ngayon, kaya ko na, I feel that's progress. And one way that I actually started implementing or do what I really do on a weekly basis is I have a wins tracker. So I dedicate time every day to list down my wins. Kahit small wins lang. For example, today, naka-run ako 30 minutes, kahapon 20 minutes eh. So for me, yung 10 minutes na yon is progress. Parang I don't need to be an Olympian to call it progress. 'Di ba? Parang it could be small ano tawag? Parang small parang small na
Increment.
progress. Oh, increments na ba? Na every day, kahit yun, kunwari dati hindi ako marunong mag-push-ups. Ngayon, medyo marunong na ako pag nakaluhod. Yung parang ganyan, yung hindi ako attached doon sa kailangan mas magaling na ako kay ganito or kailangan 10 push-ups na ako agad. Kung ngayon kaya ko ng isa, before nga hindi ko kaya ng isa 'di ba? That's progress. And these are just physical, no. In terms of speaking, yun sa mga language, actually yan hindi ko yan masyado napapansin. It's more of learning, tapos nakikinig ako parate, and then if I can apply it, that's good also. But siguro nakikita ko yung progress kapag kaya ko nang mag-stay away from people I used to be with before I started progressing. So for example, before, no, ang kasama ko, mga wala silang work, kunwari lang, no? Wala silang work. So every day, ang ginagawa namin, chismisan. Ngayon, kunwari, ang kasama ko na, puro mga businessmen. So, natututo ko ng business. Yung parang ganon. So, it's the small progress and checking yung physical space ko. Sino ba yung mga nakakasama ko? Kasi I wanna be like, I always know that kung sino yung lagi mong kasama, theory of space, you will be like them. So, ako, I like surrounding myself to people who I want to become. So, yun. And then I track my progress. Uy, dati, intimidated ako sa tabi nila. Ngayon, kaya ko nang mag-hi sa kanila. Kaya ko nang makipag-usap. Kaya ko nang mag-open up. That's progress.
I love what you said, Beth. Yeah, it's true. The theory of space. You always have to really surround yourself with the people that you want to become. Kasi eventually talagang makukuha mo whatever their culture, right? Whatever their beliefs are. Even dun sa book, kasi ako I've been listening to or I've been reading yung book na 12 Pillars of Jim Rohn. Ilang beses niya talagang part of the pillars of the success is yun nga, associate yourself with the right kind of people. And sometimes even though they are the friends that you had since you were a kid or they are your family, but if they're not contributing to your growth, then might as well walk away, right? You're not going to burn the bridges or putulin yung relationship with them. But what we're trying to say is that look for people who can really help you, support you on your current journey right now, kasi nag-change talaga yung mga gusto mong mangyari in life right?
Right, tama. So, yun. Again, hindi naman dahil ayaw mo na silang kasama or what, but importante, prioritize mo yung sarili mo. How you want to grow. Especially ako, when I decided to, finally get to know myself better, I needed to decide, okay, so ano na lang ba ako, magstay na lang ba ako dito sa comfort zone ko, or willing na ba ako to now step into my fear or my growth zone. So,
yeah.
So when I decided 100%. I decided 100% kahit na I'm super intimidated by all of these people. I'm parang feeling ko lost ako pag ganyan. Parang ang dami kong self-doubts before. Pero sabi ko, but I know after nito, pag lumabas ako dito, or pag natuto ko from them, I'll be like them one way or another. So yun. It's choosing. It's really choosing.
Yeah. I have a question, Yani. What drives you ba? Because for personal growth, yung progress, because it takes time, effort, money rin, and it's uncomfortable in the beginning kasi, di ba, you try to do things you never done before. But what drives you? Ano yung drive na yun?
Ako siguro, back in college, I have a bigger dream for myself. Actually, nangarap po ako maging politician, nangarap akong maging, parang yung meron kang feeling ko kasi para lang meron kang makontribute or may impact ka sa Pilipinas is kailangan may position ka. So whether that is actually hindi politician, it's more of government, head ka ng something. So,
Oo.
parang kailangan meron kang ganong position para pakinggan ka sa Philippines. That's my first mindset before. But eventually nag-evolve siya when I joined this organization. I'm not sure if you know ISEC Philippines. So back in college, it's an international organization for youth leaders, and sorry, it's an international organization for youth leaders, and I joined ISEC back in college, and doon talaga ako parang uy, may mga ano pa pala ako, meron pa pala akong ways for me to create an impact without having to join the government or the politics, no? It started there. And then after noon, college, medyo nawala. Nasabi ko, okay, hindi ko naman pala kailangan mag-join sa government for you to make an impact. So, kailangan ko muna magsimula sa sarili ko. Kailangan yung impact mag-start with me. So it really started there, and then yun, ewan ko, yung drive siguro, Sir Jerome, you're asking me, it's more of my dreamer kasi ako.
Oo.
So kung pangarap
So,
lang,
you have
marami po, 12,467 din ang aking pangarap. So
And
kung
I'm sure
pangarap
you are
lang, madami
doing
ako.
it. So, malapit mo na ma-accomplish yung 12,467 na yun. At a very
Malayo
young
pa
age.
po, malayo pa. So kung pangarap, malaki. So inisip ko kung malaki yung pangarap ko, kailangan malaki na dun ako bago ko ma-achieve yung mga pangarap ko. So saka may nabasa po ako, I'm not sure kung ano na sa mga nabasa ko, but kailangan nakafocus ka in your 20s in using your freedom in your 20s to learn, to fail, to grow yourself. So sabi ko, ngayong 20s ako, gagawin ko na talaga lahat para mag-grow yung sarili ko. And yun, I think because of also my experiences back in college, I was not sure if you, excuse me, not sure if you know, but I was ambassador of the Philippines for the UN, for ASEAN. So yung mga experiences ko rin, sabi ko,
Wow.
pwede pala to na pwede pala ako makakreate ng impact by doing this. So, yun. So, tuloy-tuloy po talaga yung yung growth ko after. Kasi noon, when I was ambassador, I was so shy. Parang, oh my gosh, wag niyo ako pagsalitain, magsasalita dyan, ayoko, ganyan. So, sabi ko, how can I be how can I be better? Yun lang lagi kong tanong sa sarili ko everyday, how can I be better? How can I progress from this? So, yun.
That's so nice. Grabe, no? Napaka-achiever mo, napaka-leader mo talaga. Tsaka, I love what you said there, na yung madami ka kasing pangarap. And for you to, dahil malaki yung pangarap mo, kailangan malaki ka rin in terms of your personal growth. And that is true. So many people, hanggang pangarap lang, pero they're not doing anything about it. And then magko-complain sila, their life is miserable. Pero hindi nila nakikita na hindi naman kasi sila din nag-e-effort. Pero going back lang dun sa part ng sinabi mo kanina, Yani, na you underwent this quarter life crisis. Nakakatuwa kasi usually what we could hear from people are the midlife crisis, right?
Age pala, age.
Oo. So, kumbaga parang nasa 50 years old na sila, tsaka nila marirealize na, shucks, ang dami ko palang hindi nagawa in my life for the past 50 years. What have I done? Tapos ngayon lang sila nagtatry humabol. Pero ikaw, quarter life crisis ka, so napakabata mo pa. Pero okay lang ba if we ask, what happened during that period in your life that changed you? Kumbaga parang, kasi di ba minsan it takes one person, it takes one situation na biglang pipitik sa'yo and you'll realize, I need to do something. What was that for you?
Actually, it was a series of events back in 2019. Parang, alam mo yung parang nagsama-sama na lahat ng problema mo in one time in your life na parang totoo ba talaga to na ano na nga ba yung gagawin ko in terms of work? Ano na nga bang gusto kong ano? I'm an engineer by the way. I'm an industrial
Mhm.
engineer. But I never
Wow.
practiced. So parang ako,
Mm.
ano bang gagawin ko? Yeah, I'm earning here. I want to start a business. I started my business in 2019. I want to be a coach. I want to do my finance thing. Alam mo yun, sabi ko, but ano na ba talaga yung gagawin ko? I was really lost. As apart from that, I lost a lot of relationships, a lot of friendships along the way. And so, from there, sabi ko, ano kayang pwede kong gawin para hindi na to mangyari ulit? That's just so I don't feel like a victim of the situation again. So, when I decided to not become the victim in the situation, that's when it all changed for me. So yun, again, deciding, choosing to grow bigger than the situation. So, yun, series of events siya. And then, sakto naman talaga, no, napunta ako sa space ni Coach Ross na walang pinag-usapan kung hindi growth, growth, growth. And then I
Yes.
also took a break kasi I took a break, I think for 2 months. I took a
Mm.
break just to, think ano ba talaga yung gusto ko. Yung parang sabi nila soul searching, ganyan.
Mm. Yes,
Um,
it's so important.
yeah, you listen to yourself and yun pagbalik ko that's when it started for me.
That's so nice. I love what you said there na you took a break for 2 months. Kasi, di ba, sometimes it's all what we needed na parang just take a step back so that you can assess and then allow yourself also to download all of these things. Kasi parang pag ang dami na nangyayari sa'yo tapos sugod ka pa rin ng sugod, then you keep on committing the same mistake over and over again without you realizing that you're actually doing that. 'Di ba?
Right.
So the only thing that you have to do now is to detach yourself from everything and from everyone so that you can start with a new slate, 'di ba?
Yes, detached talaga. Yan yung nag-help sa akin na pagbalik ko dito sa Pilipinas. Sabi ko, game na. Ano ba? Ano ba tong life na to? Paano
Ay,
ba to
nasa ibang
i-figure
bansa
out?
ka nun.
Yes, nag-States po ako mag-isa for 2 months.
Oh my gosh,
Mm.
ang tapang mong girl. Bata mo pa, ang
First time ko nun
tapang-tapang.
mag-travel alone. Tapos sabi ko, goal ko to makapag solo travel. Sige, solo travel ako.
Oo.
Tapos I got to meet a lot of amazing people na I consider
Mm.
friends now. Tapos na-realize ko, oh my gosh, life could be fun. How can I make it even more fun for me? Yung may pera kasi nakatambay
Nakaka-goosebumps
ako.
lang.
Walang pera eh. Sabi, walang income dun eh. So sabi ko, teka lang, pagbalik ko, how can I make it fun and still earn? And hindi ako parang pagod na pagod with work. I was very blessed with my previous work, but at the same time, parang pigang-piga yung brain cells ko. So sabi ko, paano ba yung iba naman? Yung ako naman yung hindi ako, feeling ko hindi ako nauubos. And I think if you can continuously grow yourself, hindi ka mauubos eh. Di ba sabi nga nila, if you stop growing, you stop living. But if you keep
Yes.
growing yourself, 'di ba parang kang plant na laging everyday tinutubigan. That's how I see myself. So, 'yun.
Yeah. One thing I pick
Alam mo,
up, no,
dami ko
sa
sinusulat ha. Sulat lang.
yeah, one of the thing I pick up kay Yani is yung word crisis. Kasi I think I was in a crisis then that bears yung awareness tapos naging open sa opportunity. I think Joanna also. I think for most people. But I like yung point mo kasi you started early. You realize yung crisis, then you realize you have to change yung direction where you're going. So I guess hindi siya yung, kasi if you done it earlier, you don't have to be midlife crisis na. Yeah.
Oh, ganun pala.
No, bigla ko lang naisip yun. Kasi ginawa mo na sa umpisa eh. So, hindi mo na
Okay.
kailangan sa end. Yeah.
Mm.
But
Sana.
yung question, sana. But yung question ko rin, no, when what makes you decide yung financial industry? Bakit yun ang pinili mo?
I love it. My mom has been in the finance industry for the past 20 years. 21,
Wow.
22. Sa 20 plus. Something 20 plus years. So I grew up, hindi naman po kami well-off. We're not a well-off family. She's a single mom. 4 kami magkakapatid. Really struggling to bring us to good school and all. So even in college, even in high school, kung ano-ano binibenta ko para may money ako. Kasi ang baon ko in high school was 20 pesos a day. 20
Mm.
pesos a day. So sabi ko, okay, kung gusto ko umalis ng weekend para hindi ako hingi ng money, kailangan gumawa ako ng way to earn money. So I would resell
Mm.
shirts. Uso pa nun yung ballers. I used to resell that. In
Mm.
college naman, I used to have my own sticker business where it helped me to, alam mo yun, raise money for my activities abroad. Kasi I used to fly a lot for student activities abroad. Hindi ako masyadong pabigat sa mom ko. But
Mm.
back in college, medyo mas better na yung life than in high school. Tapos I was
Mm.
asking my mom about it. Tapos parang lagi sinasabi, because you invest long term. Eh ngayon, college na kayo, I'm reaping all my investment. So parang ako, what is this investment thing? Because I wanna do it. Para, my only particular goal before was that, so my future children won't experience what I experienced growing up. I
Mm.
wanted to start investing back in college because I want to make sure my future children, hanggang ngayon po single ako, no? Wala pa rin future children. Pero malay mo lang, no? Nasabi ko, I want my future children na secured na yung, wala pa man sila, di ba? College pa lang ako, but sinesecure ko na yung future ko. So yun, I was part of the finance industry since college,
Mm.
yes. But I wasn't
Wow.
so serious about it because I was finishing nga my college. I was doing ambassador things, ganyan. So medyo I'm all over the place. So again, no, 2019, I'm really all over the place. Name it, no, name it. I'm an assistant. I'm doing social media. I'm doing a lot of different things na hindi ko napansin na ano bang purpose nitong lahat ng ginagawa ko. Ang dami, hindi ko
Yes.
na alam. So dumating sa point
Oh,
na yon.
the
So yun,
breakdown.
yeah, doon po talaga nag-start 'yun. So ngayon, kaya ang commitment ko ngayon is to make sure that everyone lives a life of bliss and abundance. Na parang kailangan hindi ka lang mayaman, masaya ka din, 'di ba? And hindi
Yes.
ka lang financially abundant, lahat ng aspeto ng buhay mo abundant. So kaya 'yan po naging advocacy ko kasi nakita ko na posible naman pala. So I want others to
Mm.
experience that as well. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. Yes, we also want to say hi
Hi.
to Master JP. Welcome to the show,
Hi,
Master.
JP.
Yan, sabi ni Amani kanina, yung dun sa start, yung kwento mo nang nag start ka, ang galing mo raw. Alright. So, in relation to that, Yani, I want to ask you, kasi you're always talking about you are on a journey of continuous personal growth and mastery. And I am sure that there will be some people in our audience who may not know where to start. So, what advice can you give them para they can also get started on their journey to self-growth, or parang in particular, do you have a book or a movie or a training that you would want to ano ba, tell them to go and buy or attend para that they can become the person that they also is want to be then katulad mo?
Kaya I always say na journey siya of continuous personal growth and mastery. Because I know every day I'm growing. Every day I'm learning more about myself. So it's a continuous, I wouldn't say na, oh my gosh, graduate na siya sa personal mastery niya. Because di ba every day naman may natututunan tayo about ourselves. Meron tayong bagong
Mm.
learning, di ba? So I know like for example, this live stream, may matututunan ako dito. So every day it's a daily journey for me. I think what I wouldn't be going to the how to's because the how to's you can find on your own of what works best for you, but I would go to finding your purpose, finding your why. Like it's easy to find ways na manood ka ng YouTube, magbasa ka ng libro, etc. What's working for me may not work for them, but what I want them to focus on is finding the purpose of why they want to start growing themselves. Because if you're clear with your purpose and your why, the how-tos will be easier. The how-tos won't even matter kung ano ba exactly ito dapat gawin ko kasi ito ginawa niya. We all have different journeys, but we have
Mm.
different purposes as well and why. So be clear with your purpose, your why, your ikigai. Why do you really want to keep growing yourself? Kasi even if pandemic na yung dumating at sabihin sa'yo na, oh, hindi ka na makaka-attend ng mga Laurus events, gumagawa pa rin ng way, 'di ba? To learn online, to keep growing, to keep learning because clear ka sa purpose mo. So, yeah, be
Mm-mm.
clear with your purpose. That's the first important step. And it doesn't have to be so big, ah. Because people think, ang galing naman ni Miss Joanna dahil nalaman niya na yung purpose niya in life. No, at that certain moment, why do you want to grow yourself? Your purpose is, oh, because I wanna, let's say, I wanna be better at public speaking. That's it,
Mhm.
'di ba? Don't make it too grand. Don't make it, oh, because I wanna change the world. It doesn't have to be like that. I thought it had to be like that. Hindi naman pala. Hindi naman pala ganon.
Mm-mm.
You can have
Mhm.
different, sabi nga ni Coach Gina sa akin na may mentor, sabi niya na your purpose can change in every day. Pwede nga every day eh. Pwedeng it evolves with you. It evolves with you. So, yun.
Yeah. I have
It
a question
evolves.
din, no?
Yes, so that's nice.
Like,
Go ahead.
yeah. Sorry. Sige. Kasi you mentioned you have coaches. I know it's Coach Russ and Coach Gina, di ba? Now, how does having a coach help you in this journey mo?
Ayan, super nice question. Um, I'd like to believe na my coaches or my mentors, kasi pinagdaanan na nila eh. Kumbaga, parang the way I look at it for coaches and mentors is, may gusto akong puntahan. Let's say, gusto akong pumunta sa mall. Yung coaches ko yung pwede kong tawagan, traffic ba dito? Dito ba ako dadaan? May baha ba dito? Pwede ko silang tanungin on the ways to get there. Because there will be different ways to get to where I wanna go, to find my purpose. Now, if I ask them, pinagdaanan na nila to, so they would be my guide. They are my guide during the time that I'm journeying to learning more of myself and kung ano man, different stages of my life. So, yun. So ngayon, for example, I'm learning leadership from both of them. So, because sila, pinagdaanan na nila yun. So, I keep
Mm-mm.
learning lang because itong mga coaches and mentors, and siguro I wanna address it to our audience also, na if you find mentors and coaches, find people who have the results that you wanna get. Kasi sila, alam na nila yung dapat daanan. Yun nga, yung parang, kumbaga sa daan, di ba? Alam na nila, huwag ka dadaan dyan, traffic dyan. Huwag ka dadaan dyan, may baha. Di ba yung mga ganon? So parang,
Mm-mm.
the way I see my mentors, my coaches, yun talaga yung role nila in my life to guide me, to help me get to where I wanna go efficiently.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Sinabi mo kanina, chat. Si Chatty kasi nakita ko dito. Clarity is important. Sabi pala ni Leia, ano ba to? Leia said, clarity is important in finding your purpose. It's easy to waste time running in the wrong direction when you do not take time to evaluate where you want to go. Plus 100
Agree.
tayo dyan, Miss Leia. Agree naman tayo. Sabi nga, di ba, ni Harv Eker, the number one reason most people do not get what they want, it's because they do not know what they want in the very first place. That's why clarity is everything talaga. It's the key to being the person or having the success, the results that you want to have in your life. Pero yan kasi sabi mo, college ka pa lang, you are really into training, seminars, you really want to grow yourself. Pero just to give our parang our online audience lang an idea, is there a particular book ba that really parang every now and then when you talk about growth or I really want to get started po or parang gusto ko po maging katulad mo. Ano po ba yung pwede kong libro or movie or activity na pwede ko pong gawin right now para po I can get started and be like you sooner or later?
Yeah, hindi naman ako talaga reader, no? Tamad po ako magbasa. So, hindi ako ganong learner. Hindi ako learning through books. But I've read a couple of books that really pushed me. Number one is the Seven Habits of Highly Successful People. 'Di ba? Sobrang
Mm.
gandang libro niyan. Yan talaga yung
Yes.
parang during that time, I think 2014 ko yan nabasa or 2015 na parang, okay, marami pa akong pwedeng magawa dahil because of that book. And then I think around 2016, nabasa ko yung Girl Boss. by Sofia Amoroso. I really
Oo.
love that. Meron yung Netflix series, a couple of
Yeah.
episodes, siguro 7 episodes.
Mm.
And sabi ko, oh my gosh, ito sobrang dreamer niya at sobrang gigil niya to get her dreams. Possible naman pala. So sabi ko,
Mm.
ako din, I wanted to become a girl boss before. Ngayon hindi, it's more of, I just wanna be me. I just wanna be me. Before kasi sabi ko, ay, magiging girl boss ako, magiging CEO ako, magiging ganyan. But ngayon, parang na-realize ko, I just wanna be me and I just wanna love myself better. So, yun. Yun yung book na talagang nakatulong sa akin to say na, sige, game. Game na, ayusin na natin yung sarili mo. Seven Habits of Highly Successful People. I remember yung naka-highlight pa yung libro ko dyan. Hindi ko alam kung nandito pa eh. Pero naka-highlight pa kasi sobrang into it talaga ako. I really wanted to
Mm.
start doing that. Also ngayon, marami na kasing pwedeng learning materials on YouTube. So hanap
Yes.
ka, if you
Yes.
wanna scroll sa Mind Valley, find what works best for you on Mind Valley. 'Di ba sa Netflix may Tony Robbins din diyan. Can watch that. Maraming materials. Again, the how-tos, iba-iba. Kung anong klaseng learner ka, kasi yun you can also learn through podcasts if you're an auditory
Mm.
learner. 'Di ba?
Yeah, yung tinatawag
Choose
na
what's kasi yung ibang libro may mga audiobooks, even Rich Dad Poor Dad may audiobook, 'di ba? So,
Mm.
ma, ma hanapin mo yung best way for you to learn. Is it through reading? Is it through watching? Is it through listening? And then find the materials there.
Yes. That's so nice. What Yani is saying, ito yung tinuturo ni Harv sa amin sa Millionaire Mind Intensive, yung VAX,
Mhm.
visual,
Visual,
auditory,
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 kinesthetic.
kinesthetic.
Oo. So,
kinetics.
oo. So, tama yung sinabi mo dun, Yani eh. Find what works for you kasi different cup of tea tayo eh. Hindi po pwedeng sabihin na, oh, nag-work kasi ito kay Yani, ito na lang din yung gagawin ko. Eh, kaya lang hindi
Yes.
na-feel ng, wala yung heart mo dun eh. So, no matter what you do, 'di ba? Hindi mo talaga mapiga, hindi talaga pumapasok sa
Totoo.
mind mo. So, look for something that would really work for you para magkaroon ka ng result that you really wanted. Hindi naman parang tama yung sinabi mo kanina na hindi mo parang hindi natin siya pwedeng i-box na ito yung success principles niya, ito lang yung dapat kong gawin. Kasi different personalities, different circumstances in life eh.
Mhm.
And I love what you shared there, yung it evolves with you. Sabi mo nga, galing kay Coach Gina. The purpose would evolve with you and it can change on a daily basis. Right?
Yes.
Yes. I have another question, no? As a coach to millennials, how do you make your coaches understand all the changes this pandemic has brought to their lives? Kasi some people like mahirap mag-adjust and sometimes you need to guide and help them. I know you have podcasts in, and I'm sure you touch some topics like that, diba? So for how do you help them understand yung transition or cope with
Mm-mm.
changes?
When the pandemic started, I used to do everyday kapihan session where I just invite people, speakers, and then I invite people in my team and outside my team to keep learning with others, with other people. No, um, I think itong pandemic, I just respect others' progress. I just respect others' pacing because we are all adjusting until now. Even a year, more than a year in the pandemic, we're all adjusting. So it's more of respecting where they are and respecting how they want to go to where they want to go. How,
Mhm.
tinatanong niyo ako, how do I make them understand? It's really
Mhm.
going within. So, lagi kong sinasabi, work on you first, work on you. So, work on yourself. I ask them to really work on themselves, to work on their routines, find out ways on how they can, cope with this pandemic. And then I just provide information via mga napapanood ko sa YouTube. I also create contents to help people get through the pandemic. Hindi ko na alam anong tawag dito na parang sakit na ba to na when people are feeling, low, feeling sad because of the pandemic. I just give them materials. I do my part. I do my part as on my webinars, may live streams din ako, may podcast ako. Now I have my YouTube channel. I do everything that I can to help people, and I always believe that it will land on the right people. Like I don't have to push, like for example, itong friend ko gusto kong saklolohin from
Mhm.
the 'di ba, from where she is, for example, dahil sobrang stress na siya because of the pandemic, but ayaw niya magpa-support.
Mhm.
Then
Mm.
I don't push. I just respect that, and then I create content. Now if it lands to them, then it's the right person to land to. So, yun,
Mhm.
Yeah.
parang I just put myself out there in the hopes of inspiring possibilities, in the hopes of inspiring bliss. Kaya nga po ang aking mission, di ba, my bliss inspires limitless possibilities. Because I wanna just keep sharing my light, and then kung sino matamaan nun, sila yung tamang taong matatamaan.
Mhm.
Speaking of that, Yani, kasi napaka-impressive yung result mo so far, especially when the pandemic hit. Coming from the quarter life crisis in 2019, then came 2020, nagkaroon tayo ng COVID situation. And yet, in your case, after those two situations in your life, affected kaming lahat, pati kami ng pandemic. Pero ikaw, this was the time na biglang nag-boom ka, especially in social media, right? Right now, ang TikTok mo, sa TikTok na lang, I mean, so many content creators are struggling to even have 1,000 followers on their TikTok account or even on their Facebook. Ako, di ba, parang hindi ganun kabilis yung pag-grow ng sarili kong page. Pero what can you out there so that they can also grow their own followings the soonest or katulad sa'yo na sobrang mabilis? Paano mo siya ginawa?
Mm-mm. I think yun, number one, Miss Joanna, walang etchos talaga. Be clear with the purpose. No, be clear with the purpose. Parang when I started TikTok, wala naman nag-review ng TikToks ko eh. Pero hindi ako doon naka-attach. Naka-attach ako sa, wait, did I bring value about finance? Yes. Then okay lang if no one is getting the message yet. So even
Yes.
if the first few days I wasn't parang walang pumapansin sa TikTok ko. Okay lang. I kept creating because I was so clear of my purpose on TikTok to bring finance education to every single person on TikTok. So sabi ko, sige, post lang ako ng post, it will land on the right people. So being very clear with your purpose. I think that's one thing that a lot of people who wants to create content miss out on because they're too focused on the numbers. They're too focused on,
Yes.
naku, hindi mo na ako magpo-post, 100 lang naman subscribers ko. Hindi mo na ako magpo-post kasi isa lang naman nagla-like eh. And then they stop.
Oh,
'Di ba na
yes.
parang ma-demotivate ka because you're too attached to the numbers. Ako personally, before ganyan ako in 2018 when I opened my Facebook page, sabi ko, "Ano ba to?" Until last year, sabi ko, ano ba to? Naunaan pa ako mag 1K ng friend ko sa page niya. Ako, wala pa rin. Nagmamakaawa na ako. Uy, i-like nyo naman, di ba? Tapos nung nag-let go ako sa numbers, doon siya lumaki. Sabi ko, ay, huwag ko na nga tignan. So kahit sa team ko ngayon, sa social media team ko, hindi na kami tumitingin sa numbers. It's what we're tracking now is the growth. So for example, did we grow last time? Photos lang kaya i-post. Ngayon may videos na. O, progress yun.
Mhm.
Makikita mo din yun sa insights na nag-progress yung taong mas interesado sa content mo. Progress yun. But hindi kami naka-attach sa, ilan nag-like, ilan nag-comment. Syempre sa TikTok, when I first started, ganun ako. Parang, may 2 nag-like. Dito 5. But nung nag-detach ako sa numbers, doon na lang pagkagising ko, nagulat ako na may sumasabog na akong video. Tapos tuloy-tuloy na yung mga inquiries, tuloy-tuloy na yung mga messages and all. So, yun, not really being attached to numbers. Kasi the social media is telling us to look at your numbers eh.
Mm.
'Di ba? Kaya may number of likes.
Because the
'Di ba?
business, yes.
Oo, yes. While it's important to look at our numbers, it's important first to know and be clear on the purpose of why we're doing that. So, para hindi tayo alam mo yun, ma-stop ng numbers.
Mhm.
Kasi for example, ang target ninyo dito for the live stream, 1,000 viewers per day. Eh kung hindi umabot ng 1,000, would you stop? I doubt because you're clear with your purpose eh.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? So, not attaching yourself to the numbers is very important in content creation. But I'm
Ang
not saying
ganda
that
nun.
numbers are not important. Ah. I'm not saying that
Yes.
numbers are not important, but
Mhm.
don't be attached to it.
Yes. Just shift your perspective because ang nagiging nangyayari is that when you are too attached with the result, with the numbers nga, so kailangan, parang pag create ko tong video na to, kailangan merong 100 views agad-agad, right? Tapos if you don't get it, what happens is that you get depressed. And when you
Mm.
get depressed, nade-defocus ka kasi you feel like
Mm-mm.
undervalued ka, that nobody wants to
Yeah,
listen to you. Yung self-esteem mo naaapektuhan. So in return, instead of you going out and sharing your message more to others, regardless of who are listening or not, nagsishy away ka, eh wala namang may gusto sa akin, eh
right.
wala namang gusto makinig sa akin. So, 'di ba, parang hinayaan mo na lang na yung number yung mag-dictate sa'yo kung ano yung magiging future mo. Sabi nga dun sa ano, ito yung parang quote na ginamit na pinost ko din last time. Do not decide based on your current circumstances, but decide on your possibility. Kasi ang tendency mo nga when you're looking at kung ano yung nangyayari right now,
Right.
baka hindi ma-demoralize ka and you won't be happy and you're just going to be stuck where you are.
Yes, yan yung sabi ni coach sa akin na parang don't decide based on your current situation,
Reality.
parang
Yes.
your reality, 'di ba? But in your possibilities. So, whenever I make content, it's a well thought of. Minsan nire-research ko pa, madalas nire-research ko. I'm not shy to tell that. Even if alam ko na siya, I have to double check eh. I have to keep double
Yes.
checking. Why?
Tama.
Even if nung 100 pa lang po ang followers ko sa TikTok, I was celebrating as if it's a million. I was doing content as if millions of people will watch my content. So when the
Yes.
millions came in, it should because yung galaw ko pang millions of people
Pangyan.
watching na.
Tama.
I was always
Yes.
in that mindset na I will be having millions of followers on TikTok and millions of people will be watching this because millions of people need this content.
Yes. Celebrating small wins at the same time, having the abundant mindset pa rin talaga.
Yes.
Mm. So, having said that, Yani, kasi yun nga, most of your content, especially in TikTok, you're a TikTok finance, ano ba, personality.
Education.
So, yes. So, you've met a lot of people, and I'm sure that many of them, money is actually one of their biggest concerns. And not only, ano ha, kumbaga parang because, especially right now, na-heighten siya because of this pandemic, and so many people are being so emotional about it. What are the usual issues that people are sharing to you? And what advice can you give to our online audience right now if they are having some financial issues or they are becoming emotional about money? What advice can you give them to help them manage their emotions around money? And usually kasi ang emotions nagre-revolve yan, fear and greed. Fear, 'di ba? Hindi sila nagsisimula. So, that's fear.
Yeah.
'Pag nagkaroon naman, they want more. Do'n naman umiikot yung ano nila. So, what advice can you give to people, not just to millennials, but to everybody watching us right now?
Yeah, first of all, yung tinanong niyo ako, no, ano yung mga usual? Siyempre, there are a lot of people who lost their job. 'Di ba? Finding ways to survive, to pay their bills during this
Mm,
time. And that's true also. A lot of people also ask me, what other things they can do to start earning money as apart from
mm,
their work. So ako ang lagi kong advice is to find multiple source of income. I think if there's anything during this time during this pandemic, it it pushed us to learn how to have multiple sources of income and to not just rely on one. So that's one. Another one is really learning how to grow their emergency fund kasi nga again during this time ito lang yung nakasurvive yung may mga emergency fund eh, 'di ba? Na not waiting for the ayuda or anything. And then next is how to grow their money. So alam naman natin that the inflation is inevitable. So the
Mhm.
what we can do is to start growing our money more than the inflation. So I always particularly say that because that's what Filipinos miss. They think that savings are enough, but they are not investing or growing their money. So natatalo lang din if nasa bangko lang, especially no, kung nasa bank lang yung money nila. That's a very basic. That's a very basic learning how to invest and grow their money. I think no regarding the emotions, that's true, maraming fear right now. What if I cannot, I cannot continuously invest? What if kulang yung ma-save ko? What if hindi ko ma-save up yung kailangan kong i-save up, etc. I think it's more of regarding the emotions, it's more of how can you grow bigger than all your fears? It's always something that I ask na, okay, you're fearful about, losing your job. So how can you be bigger? Tapos sasagot ko na, for example, oh, I need to find other ways to earn para I'm not relying in just one, let's say, pagiging salary or yung pagiging employed, 'di ba? So again, the how-tos are not specific. It really depends on the person, but it's always asking how can you grow bigger than the situation, than the pandemic, than your current money blocks, etc.
Quote of, alam mo pwedeng i-quote yun, no? How can I grow bigger than my fears or the situation that I am in? Sobrang ganda yun. It's, di ba, the quality of answer that you get from the people or from the universe depend on the
Mhm.
quality of questions that you are
Mhm.
asking. So, it's
Yeah.
really knowing what to ask
Tony
para,
Robbins.
di ba, Jero?
Yeah.
Yes. Kasi ang instead na, ha? Ano bang kakainin ko mamaya? Paano ba ako mabubuhay bukas? So parang instead of having those kind of questions, shift your questions. Make it empowering for you so that you can have the right answers also. I
And you
love
will be
that.
surprised in the answers of people. You'll be surprised on the kind of, ay, ako personally, di ko naisip yun, naisip niya. Try mo.
Totoo.
Try mo if it's gonna
Yeah.
work. If it's gonna work, then good. If it's not, then natuto ka. Ganun lang naman
Oo.
eh.
Yeah,
Yes.
and one thing I realized before, our mind kasi process everything in question. If we're not aware, but it's always question. Parang ngayon, like ano oras na? Umuulan ba sa labas? Mahina. It's always question eh.
Gutom na
And
ako.
sometimes yeah, if you understand yung awareness, how you can transform that eh. Kasi it's always bakit
Mm,
ako ganon. If you notice, it's always question.
Correct.
Yeah,
yes.
Kung ano.
sa mind
Mm.
Yeah.
natin.
So might
Galit ba
as
siya
well,
sa akin?
oo, might as well generate the question that's going to provide you
Empowering.
the best answer.
Mhm.
Yes. Na
I think
ano,
that's
that would allow
coaching.
the
That's
brain to come
coaching.
up with the solution.
Mhm.
Oo.
Kaya I don't just give advices. I don't just give mentorship or magsabi ka na lang bigla. But keep asking questions. Yun naman lagi din sinasabi nila Coach Ross, eh, di ba?
Mhm.
And as a coach, that's our only role. Pag tatanong ako, ano ba ginagawa ng coach? Nagtatanong ng to question. Ang daming tanong. Di ba? Ang daming
Oo.
tanong. Kasi
Totoo.
as much as ayaw ko magbigay ng sagot, kahit na ito yung nag-work sa akin, eh kung hindi mag-work sa'yo yun eh, we have different circumstances, we have different situations and realities. So, maybe may mag-work sa'yo na hindi ko din alam. Maybe may nag-work sa akin na sa akin lang din siya mag-work. So,
Mhm.
Mm.
yon mas more of asking the right questions to the people.
And also what I learned about coaching because ako may mga coaches ako. I have Coach Reza. I also underwent Coach Ross, Coach Jay Yogawin, yung friend ko na nagko-coach biglang naging coach ko si Jacil. Usually yes, ang coaching sessions talaga namin nagre-revolve around them asking me questions because usually we already know the answers. It's just that there's just too many happening in our minds and there's just too many that we want to happen at that very moment na kaya ka nako-confuse. So yung coach mo, ang ginagawa niya is that nina-narrow down niya for you. Right? So kaya ikaw lang din yung sumasagot eh. Tatanungin ka niya, oh, so why do you want that? So, ikaw yung sasagot hanggang papunta ka na papunta dun sa details. Oo nga. You know that all along, it's just that you don't want to recognize it in you pa. Parang ganyan.
Yes, totoo. So, yun ang pinakamasayang work actually. Yung tanong ka lang ng tanong. Learning the right questions to ask. And of course, listening. Listening sa situation. Diba? Listening to the person you're talking to. And then you ask the question. The right questions for that specific moment.
Yes. So, Yani, I have an additional question. Being a coach, right? And right now, there are just too many people talaga na nakikita natin suddenly offering their services to somebody. I'm a life coach. I'm a money coach. I'm this kind of coach. I'm a love coach. Lahat na yata ng klase ng coaches meron tayo right now. And because of this pandemic, everybody talaga, pag pumunta ka sa newsfeed mo, right? And then somebody would message you na, oh, I can help you with this and that. What can you advise for people like that na if somebody right now is looking for a coach to support them, ano yung dapat maging qualification? You already mentioned one a while ago eh. Look for a coach who already has the result that you want to achieve in your life. That's one. Pero are there other advice pa ba that you can give for our viewers if they are currently at the stage of their life that they're really looking for somebody to help them or support them in their journey right now?
Yeah, again, depends on what they need. No, and if you see another person doing that, and living that life, kung ano man yung kailangan mo. Like for example, no, the other night, merong nag-message last week, may nag-message sa akin, can you coach my brother to be happier? Simple. Di man ako inas maging finance coach, maging life coach. Sabi lang, turuan mo naman siya maging masaya katulad mo.
Mm.
And then the other day, I received a message na, I want you to be my bliss coach. Ganon din. Paano ba maging grateful? Kasi why? I was thinking about this. Tapos naisip ko, because I'm living that, I'm personified, I'm bliss personified. So I wanna, parang, that's why I attract these kinds of people. So ako, yung
Yes.
advice ko sa kanila is to find the person who is living the life that you want. So for example, you want to find a finance coach. Huwag ka dun sa nagpo-post mangutang. Huwag ka dun sa, alam mo yon, bakit ka dun makikinig? Ano ituturo niya sa'yo? Diba? Or parang feeling mo ang scarcity niya naman na tao, bakit ako lalapit sa kanya as a coach? Kahit sabihin natin finance coach siya. Diba? As a life coach. Pero kita mo, ang dami niyang pinopost na kagalit, daming pinaparinggan sa Facebook, bakit ka lalapit sa kanya, 'di ba? So, I think find the credibility yung credibility importante, no? Find the person na aligned sa gusto mong, meron na nung una yon, yung may results na, yung ginagawa talaga nila sa buhay nila, yung ituturo nila sa'yo or tutulungan ka nilang to live the same kind of life. And I guess yung isa, wala yung train of thought ko, but be clear kung ano yung gusto mong makuha from that person. So, yun, kung anong gusto mo. So, you wanna get, you wanna learn, sorry, may comment, plant. O, kunwari, gusto mo matuto ng plant, di magpa-coach ka sa plantito at plantita. Ba't ka magpapaturo sa pareho lang kayong hindi marunong? Di ba? It's as simple as that. Gusto mong matuto magluto, bakit ka lalapit dun sa hindi naman siya ever nagluto? Ganun lang find the coach, di ba?
Yes. Or parang halimbawa, you want to be successful financially. Pero ang mga tinatanong mo, yung mga unsuccessful people in your circle. So, diba? Ano yung klase ng payo na makukuha mo sa kanila? Wala. Kasi sila nga, they're struggling also eh. Similar with relationships. Diba? Parang gusto mo magkaroon ng maganda, masaya, romantic relationship talaga with your partner. Tapos ang tinatanong mo, yung mag-asawa na lagi nag-aaway.
Oo, 'di ba? Or gusto mo magpa-fitness coach, magpapa-coach ka ba doon sa hindi naman fit? 'Di ba? Parang ganun lang, that's how I see it eh. Parang hanap ka ng coach na aligned sa values mo at saka doon sa gusto mong gawin, ginagawa niya na rin. Kasi a lot of
Mhm.
people are calling themselves, sige, life coach, pero walang ginawa kung di mang-away sa Facebook. Walang ginawa kung hindi, alam mo yon parang,
Yeah.
bakit ganon? Hindi mo naman ina-apply sa life mo. So, hanap ka nung taong yun na align sa values mo and ginagawa talaga nila sa life nila yung tinuturo nila or yung gusto mong matutunan.
Medyo marami yan, medyo mag-ano lang tayo kasi napapansin ko yan sa mga, not everybody naman, pero yung mga nasa sales, 'di ba? Yung magpo-post sila ng ano, sasabihin nila, ano ba yung popular na parang, yung hindi sila sinusuportahan ng mga taong ine-expect nila na suportahan sila when they are starting, like halimbawa, relatives and friends.
Mm.
So, medyo negative na kasi yun, yung ganun yung klase ng mentality. So, hindi ako bibili sa'yo kasi ganyan ka mag-isip,
Correct.
napaka-scarcity ng
Mhm.
mindset mo. Bakit mo kailangang awayin yung mga kamag-anakan mo at mga kaibigan mo kung ayaw nilang bumili sa'yo? Because in the
Correct.
very first place, baka there's something in you nga, kaya ayaw ka
Mhm.
nilang suportahan. Hindi dahil ayaw nila yung product mo, pero baka ikaw mismo yung problema nila,
Mhm.
right? Maganda
Kaya,
yung
Yeah.
produkto mo, yung nagbebenta, hindi.
right. And you know what? It's amazing how when I started working on myself and learning more about me, that's when I started attracting people in as clients. 'Di ba? Na sila na mismo
Mm.
yung, uy, paturo naman. Yun nga, katulad nga nung last week, no? Sinabihan ako, pwede ka bang maging happiness coach? Ano ba tawag doon? Hindi ko nga alam eh. Sabi ko, happiness lang talaga. Talagang ganyan ka-specific. Tapos yung nakaraan naman, bliss coach. Sabi niya, sige na, mag-enroll ako. Wala naman akong ganong program, di ba? But kasi
Yes,
people see. People see it
yes.
in
Tama.
That's
you.
what you're
And,
projecting.
and ang hirap nun i-fake eh.
Mhm.
Ang hirap
Totoo.
Tama.
i-fake na magaling ako sa pera, ang hirap i-fake na. Kaya nga when I started on TikTok, yung positioning ko dyan before was a practical financial coach. Don't worry, ni-stop ko na po yun, no? Kasi sabi ko, hindi man ako practical, magastos ako eh. I mean, malaki yung lifestyle ko. Mahal yung lifestyle ko. So, hindi ako practical coach. So, hindi ko kailangan ibahin yung image ko just so people would accept me. So, nung
Totoo.
nilet go ko yung mga pauso kong ganun, may ganun pa ako, nag-share pa ako ng Shopee finds ko. Parang, ganun talaga nagsimula na parang, itong dress na to, 500 lang, ganyan. While it's true, oo, mura, nakamura ako, ganyan. Pero hindi siya yung day-to-day life ko. So,
Mhm.
alam mo yun, sabi ko, mahirap yun. And when I started to become more me, 'di ba, more me, and declaration ko nga just be, that's when people started to come to me and say, paturo nga,
Yes.
paano ba yan?
Mhm.
Mm. Sobrang nagre-resonate sa akin yan because pareho kasi tayo ng coach si Coach Raz, 'di ba? That's what he always tell us. At the same time, yun nga yung sa The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz, yan din yung sinasabi niya. And also, kapag binabasa mo sina Jim Rohn, all these trainers and speakers, you really attract the person that you become. Yun. So right now, Yani, thank you so much for answering so many questions na meron kami ni Jerome. But at this part, we have come to the part of our conversation, the pop-up. All right? But before we do the pop-up, please allow me muna, Yani, to invite and also acknowledge muna natin yung mga kaibigan natin dito, sina Leia, sina Amani, of course, sina Miss Aurora. Thank you so much, guys, si Joanne. Thank you so much for being so active in the comment section, where we're loving that you guys are picking up a lot from this conversation. And yes, napakaganda po ng mindset ni Yani. No wonder she is this person right now. And you could really see na what you see is what you get. Authentic lang, 'di ba? For her to really say na magastos po ako, mataas po ang lifestyle ko. I love that kind of genuineness, right? So, now at this moment, allow me to invite all of you guys, if you are enjoying this show, Manifest Master Inspire, I guarantee you, sabi nga po nila, in life, there are no guarantees, but I can guarantee you that if you are going to follow our social media accounts, Laurus Enterprises, you could learn a lot, pick up so many wisdom, not only from Yani, but also from the many episodes, the many interviews that Jerome and I did, that Jerome and I already did. Also, marami po kaming show. We have the donation, we have the journey wherein Jerome is interviewing one-on-one some of the most amazing Filipino that we have right now regarding their own journey to success. We also have the What Actually Works, and they are all available in our Facebook and YouTube account. So kindly like and follow us. Just type in at Laurus PH. Okay. You can also follow us in our LinkedIn, also on our Instagram account, and at the same time, the latest social media that we joined, that is Laika. So marami po kaming content na sinishare, bits and pieces of all the information that we picked up from the so many wonderful people that we have already interviewed, Filipinos, international speakers that we have brought to the Philippines. Lahat po yan makikita po ninyo in our social media handles. Just type in at Laurus PH. And also, Yani, please allow me to invite your friends, your followers, and the people watching us right now to my own page, Joanna Marie. I have put up my own page po, and there I am sharing all the experiences, all the lessons, personal lessons that I pick up on my own journey po, from being an employee before to growing up in the slums to my entrepreneurship journey. I'm also sharing information or my insights with regards to relationships and even lifestyle, and everything po that you're going to read from my page, Joanna Marie. They are 100% me, and they are all the lessons that I got and made me the person that I am right now. So I hope that you are going to like and follow. That is the most important po, para lumabas po si Laurus and also si Joanna Marie in your own news feed. So Yani, are you ready for our pop-up?
Ready. Mahirap pa to.
Right. Hindi naman. Okay. For our viewers, this is the part po wherein I'm going to have question, a statement, or a question to Yani. And Yani, that's why it's called pop-up. So, para anything that first pops into your mind in relation to my question or to my statement, yun lang yung isi-share mo. Okay? No
Okay.
explanation, no assessment. Okay?
Okay.
Unless I'm going to ask you, kasi being the host, I have the liberty to ask and probe. Lalo na kapag medyo, tawag dito, uy, juicy. Ganyan.
Controversial.
Yes. Sabi mo nga
Okay,
ni term mo
go.
kanina, etchos. I like that.
Let's etchos. Oo.
Etchos. So, Yani, first pop-up question for you. What is your first favorite TV show?
My gosh, first favorite TV show? Baka yung mga Channel 7 pa, yung mga Mahika, yung mga ganun. I can remember. Hindi ko na maalala. Basta yung mga bata pa.
Ba yan? Teledrama ba siya? Parang ganyan.
Oo, ganun lang kasi ako before. Limited lang yung time dito manood. 1 hour per person per day dito. So, I think yun, hindi ako masyadong nanonood ng mga TV shows before. First ba? Tama ba? First na tanong mo, di ba?
Yes, first favorite.
Mga ganon, yung mga Encantadia, mga ganyan.
Ang bata-bata mo pa
Kapuso yan.
talaga, no? Kasi nung lumalabas yung Encantadia, siguro nag-work na ako, 30-something na yata ako. Napakabata mo pa talaga.
Hindi ako masyadong nanonood ng TV. Until now, hindi rin ako nanonood masyado.
Even Netflix?
Netflix, movie, ganyan, K-drama. Pero yung sabi mo nagbababad sa, hindi ako addict sa TV or Netflix, hindi.
That's
YouTube,
nice.
oo,
Alright.
kaya ko YouTube.
Yan. First book that you read that changed your life?
7 Habits of Highly Successful People. John
Yan talaga,
Maxwell.
Stephen
Not
Covey.
mistaken.
John
Ay, joke lang. Stephen Covey pala. Mali. Pari ako namalito ako kung sino yung author nun. But yeah.
Yes, that is actually our favorite book also ni Jerome and even sa Laurus Enterprises. And last year, when this pandemic was happening, yung heightened yung pandemic natin, ang ginawa namin sa team namin, Yani, before, we're doing this weekly review. Tapos meron kaming book na i-review. So one of the books that the whole team reviewed together is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, together with Team Code of Honor ni Blair Singer. So, sabay-sabay namin babasahin yung book. Bibinigyan namin yung sarili namin. Kunwari, 2 weeks. Sa loob ng 2 weeks na yan, kailangan mabasa mo yung entire book. Tapos may chapter na naka-assign per person. So, in this Zoom meetup, itong afternoon na to, Yani, chapter 1 ka. Discuss to us what chapter 1 is all about. And then we learn together. Chapter 2 ka, Joanna. Chapter 3 ka, Jev. So, and then we review together. Yun yung ginawa namin para, magkaroon kami lahat ng interest into reading a book. Because si Jerome talaga, siya yung bookish sa aming lahat eh. So, para mahawa kami doon na magkaroon kami ng ganong interest into books.
Ganda nun. Ang ganda nun na kung ganun. Ako nga, hindi ko maalala yung author, di ba? Ang galing-galing ko.
That's part of the culture na, isa sa mga activities that we are doing in Laurus Enterprises whenever we are having an alignment. Kasi may weekly alignment kami. Yan. Right now naman, sa team namin, ang ginagawa namin 2-minute appreciation technique. So in 2 minutes, compose ka ng message, send it to somebody. Just one person lang a day. Yan lang yung ginagawa namin naman right. Part of the culture.
Nice. Ganda.
Yeah. Next question for you. First must-watch movie that comes to your mind. Nabanggit mo na kanina yung Girl Boss. Other than Girl Boss.
Ano yun? Series yun actually. 8 episodes. Movie.
It doesn't have regardless. Be it sci-fi, be it drama, horror, action.
Movie. Ano ba favorite? Favorite ko kasing movie yung ano ba to? Yung kay Mandy Moore. Ang bata. Walk to Remember. That's like my ultimate favorite. Ultimate favorite because it talks a lot about love, health, hope, possibilities, and
Totoo.
transformation kasi yung guy, 'di ba, nag-iba din siya doon. So,
Oo.
I like it.
Tearjerker yun.
Nakaiyak ako kahit na-memorize ko na yung lines. Iiyak pa din ako. So, yun ang gusto ko talaga.
Pareho tayo. Sobrang ganda. Grabe yun.
Sobra.
Pero tama ka. It's a really nice movie kasi especially yung hope and yung transformation talaga. Right? Yan. So, who was the first celebrity that you met?
Hindi ko na maalala kasi I used to have ang dami explanation, dapat ba isang answer lang? I used to have a notebook for artistas, So, ang gagawin ng mom ko nung bata kami, tumatambay kami sa Starbucks sa ABS or sa Timog para may mga artista, magpapasign kami, may artista, uso pa nun yung mga, ano tawag mo doon? Autographs. So, oo, yung parang mga autograph. Hindi, autograph lang. Like, pirma lang nila. So, before, parang pag weekend, tatambay kami sa Starbucks, ganyan, nakapajama lang kami, tapos magpapasign kami. Before, no? So, hindi ko na maalala. But, the artista I used to work with.
Si Ding Dong Dantes, yan. Ito na lang yung tanong ko. Who is the celebrity that made a huge impact on you?
Ding Dong Dantes, definitely.
Or sino yung artista na pinatili ka ng gusto?
Ang crush ko talaga si Nick Jonas, syempre, artista. Pero sa local, si Mikael Daez ang crush ko talaga.
Mikael, hindi ko siya masyadong kilala. Artista siya ng DOS.
Yung asawa ni Megan Young.
Mikael pala yun. Okay, kala ko Michael.
Si Mikael. Si Mikael yung crush ko. Pero yung ultimate na pinakilig talaga ako, si Nick Jonas. I think lahat naman alam yun na super fan ako ng Jonas Brothers until now. So, yun.
Ang gandang revelation nito yung sinabi mo na bata pa kayo, tumatambay kayo sa Starbucks, sa ABS-CBN ng mommy mo.
Oo, before may Starbucks doon. At saka Chibo ata. So, doon kami tumatambay para parang sasabihin ng mom ko, gusto niyo ba mag-artista hunting, ganyan. So, yun, pumunta kami. As in, mga kids, I was what? Tapos ang cute namin, lagi kaming nakapajama para pagbibigyan kami. Yung parang, apat kasi kami nakakapatid. Lahat kami nakapajama na terno, ganyan. Yung parang cute ka sa pagbibigyan ka kasi bata ka. So, yun. Kami yun, magkakapatid. Ganon before. So, may notebook ako before na puro pirma ng artista.
Ang cute ng memory na yun, no? Sige. Next question. What is your first Philippine island tour? Kasi nag-abroad
Island
ka eh.
tour?
Oo.
Island tour? Island ba ang mga La Union, ganyan? Or hindi? Pero ang
Oh, yes.
una kong lipad dito was Palawan.
Where in Palawan?
Puerto Princesa kami, we stayed in Sheridan Resorts. And then, yun, doon kami. So, yun yung una kong lipad sa Philippines. Puerto Princesa.
Yes, usual talaga sa Puerto Princesa. So, what is the first ever exotic food you tried?
Yung mga crocodile sisig. Yun na. Sa
Sa
Boracay
Puerto
ata yan.
Princesa.
Puerto Princesa. O, kita mo na, hindi ko na maalala.
Oo.
Yeah.
Sa
Balut.
Kaluwi.
Balut din.
Balut. Hindi ako kumakain ng balut.
Dati lang. Ngayon hindi na. Nung wala pa akong malay, pinapakain ako, pinapatikman. Kumakain naman ako. Ngayon hindi na.
Eto, gusto ko tong malaman. Kasi sinabi mo kanina, magastos ka. So, what is your very first designer bag?
Until now, I don't buy.
Talaga?
So, I just get from my mom. So, mom ko marami siyang lahat designer bags. So, binibigay niya lang sa akin. So, ang bags ko ngayon, collection ko LV. Pero lahat galing sa mom ko. I don't buy. So, yung magastos ko, I mean, is hindi ko tinitipid yung sarili ko. Kunwari, food. Hindi ako practical na, dito na lang ako sa food court. Kung gusto ko kumain sa restaurant at sa hotel, kakain ako. Ganon. Yun yung magastos ko. But, in terms of material things, hindi talaga. Kasi nga, hindi naman din kami lumaking well-off. So, hindi rin ako ganun yung mindset ko. Even sa clothes, I would invest on nice clothes than cheap. Mas mura nga ang Shopee. Oo, pero kung may brand, doon ako, hindi rin ako sa fast fashion. It's more of yung, kunwari, Uniqlo, nagbigay ng sana ma-attract ko yan si Uniqlo. Kunwari si Uniqlo, di ba? Alam ko na kasi 6 years, 7 years, nagtatagal talaga yung damit ko eh. So, I would invest on Uniqlo clothes. Parang ganon. Pero hindi ako yung sabi mo magastos na every damit ko branded, Gucci, hindi ako ganon. Hindi ako brand addict.
Brand conscious. Sige, ganito yung question nila. Biglang iniba yung question. Gusto ko talagang pigain to eh. Alright. If there's one luxury item that you've always that you would want to have, what would that be? Kumbaga parang given na parang just to have a feel na bumili ako para sa sarili ko using my own money. What would be that luxury item na pagkakagastusan mo?
Luxury item? Pwede bang kotse? May gusto akong kotse. Gusto ko talaga ng malaking pick-up. Like mga Ranger. Hindi siya hindi ako sports car. Like malaking car na pick-up na itim. Parang pag bumaba ako doon, sobrang laki, tapos malaki yung gulong mo. Pag bumaba ka, babae ka pala na liit-liit mong babae. So, I just feel that's cute. So, nasa vision board ko yan na bumili. Pero ngayon, parang hindi naman practical for me. We have cars here that I can use. And I don't even know how to park yet. So, wag na muna, diba? Pero,
ang laki-laki pa nung sasakyan mo, nagpa-park ka, so lahat ng mga nasa tabi mo, nabangga mo na.
Diba? So, but yeah, if there's one thing that I wanna buy for myself, yun. Kung sa bags, I want my own Hermes Birkin or Kelly. Like, nasa ko yan? Nasa will ko yan. Nasa last will ko yan na yung insurance ko, ipambili ng nanay ko ng... Kasi before, may Birkin yung mom ko. Tapos she had to sell it to enroll us to class. So, nasa last will ko na parang yung insurance ko, ipangbibili ng nanay ko ng as in, wag mong panghinayangan, bilhin mo yung gusto mong Birkin. O, diba? Naisip ko yan nung nagka-COVID ako. Sabi ko, sinulat ko. Sinulat ko siya sa last will ko.
Grabe, yung bata mo pa pa last week. So, which reminded me, kailangan na, no? Kasi, nothing is certain. Diba?
Yeah. Tsaka wala, mapapareflect ka kapag nagsulat ka, no? Yun yung gusto ko kung bibili ako. Pero, I doubt. Kasi, hindi ako ganun eh. Parang basta magamit mo yung bagay, okay na yan. Like, kahit plain black lang yan, okay na yan.
Yeah. I'm sure your mom, if she's listening right now, tuwang-tuwa siya sa'yo. That is so sweet of you, na parang you want to give back to her kasi she sacrificed something that she loved para ma-provide yung pangangailangan niya. So now you're giving back. So I'm sure naman you have given back so much to her na. Pero yung the thought lang na gumawa ka ng last will and testament to tell her na you have to buy that Birkin using
Hindi
this
niya ata
money.
alam yon. Hindi niya alam. So, sana
So,
hindi siya
ngayon na lang
nanonood
din.
ngayon.
Para may surprise, may element of surprise pa rin. But
Oo.
that is so sweet of you. Yan.
Thank
Eto,
you.
next question. Who is your first crush? Naalala mo pa?
Hindi. Sa grade school, ganun. Pero marami kasi akong crush nun. Yung mga cute, mga bad boys, mga ganyan. Mga cool boys, ganyan sa school. Hindi ko na maalala. Pero alam ko, ang crush ko na grade 6, yun na talaga. Grade 6 ako, yun na nga, Jonas Brothers. Talagang, kaya until now, obsessed ako, 15 years na akong fan. Dahil, ano pa yan eh, Disney Channel days. Diba mga Disney Channel, pogi lahat ng mga bagets. Dun sila Selena, sila Miley. So sa boys,
Yes.
Jonas Brothers yung sikat nun. So yun talaga yung sobrang nag-crush ako na hanggang ngayon, crush ko pa din sila.
Ang tagal nung crush mo, girl.
Oo.
May loyalty
yun.
ka kahit sa crushes.
Loyalty card na ako sa kanila.
Okay, so last pop-up question for you. What is the first word that comes to mind when you think of Yani Moya?
Happiness. That's my brand, happiness. That's
Brand
me.
happiness. Mm-hmm.
Yun na, yung parang, gusto ko pag naisip nila, ay, ang saya-saya niyang babae na yan. Yung parang ganun.
Ang sarap ng ganun, no? Yung makaka-receive ka suddenly ng message na, uy, napanood po kita, or nakita ko po yung message mo, and natuwa po ako, parang nakakatuwa yung energy mo, nakakahawa, yung ganyan, nakaka-good vibes ka pong pinapanood. Ang sarap ng ganun, no? Yung i-message ka ng ganun, uy, napaka-toxic mo.
Uy, ba't ganyan? Di ba meron ako mga friends sa Facebook na minumute ko eh. Yung puro reklamo. Nakamute sila. So, hindi ko nakikita. Kasi ayoko ng ganong energy eh. Yung ayaw mo, huwag mong gawin. Diba? So, yun. Ganun lang naman ang filosofiya ko sa buhay.
Tsaka there's too much toxicity in the world already, especially with this pandemic around us. So, wag na tayong dumagdag. Tama yun. Plant happiness, sabi nga ni Leia Tinoco. And sa'yo, project happiness. Brand is happiness, right? And that is the pop-up question for you, Yani. I told you.
Love it.
Thank you so much for giving us wonderful insights. The purpose of the pop-up is for our viewers, your friends, your followers, to have a different perspective of you. Kasi normal na yung we talk about what you do, we talk about your journey. So sometimes this kind of questions, di ba, may lalabas bigla. Katulad noon, tumatambay kayo sa Starbucks para magpa-autograph. 15 years pa ng crush ang Jonas Brothers. Di ba? Paano namin malalaman yan? If not because of the pop-up. And
correct,
so
I love it. I love that. Pagaya ko yan.
Yes. So right now, our K-pop chairman of the Philippines is joining us again. Welcome back, Jerome.
K-pop chairman.
Jen, mute ka.
Wait. Ayun. Jonas Brothers. Isang kanta lang alam ko.
Ano yan? When you look me in the eyes.
Humiwalay yung sino ba yun? Nick.
Jealous.
Yung DNCE. Nung naging DNCE sila. Yung
Yeah.
Cake by the Ocean. Yun, sobrang gusto ko yung kanta na yun.
Gusto nyo ba? Yeah, I super love that. So, lahat ng concerts
Cake by
nila
the
dito,
Ocean.
nasa airport ako, nagsusundo ako ng Jonas Brothers parate. Ganong levels. Crazy fan ako. Yung tipong sa States, di ba, I went nga in 2019. Andun ako sa, premiere night ng movie nila. Nandun ako, kasama ko sila sa, mga 2 seats away lang sila sa akin. Kasi na-invite ako. Kasi sinabi na, uy, may fan from the Philippines currently nandyan, baka pwede niyong bigyan ng ticket. So, nandun ako sa red carpet, nandun, lahat.
Wow!
Ganong level ako ng fan. So, I think the lesson here is if you really want something, you'll find ways talaga.
Yes.
And I've always
Tama.
been that person.
Give it to you.
Wait, nakapajama ka ba nun? Tapos,
Nag-ayos ako noon, nag-makeup ako, nag-dress ako. Kasi sabi ko, oh my gosh, red carpet na to. So, kailangan mag-level up si Yani. Yun.
Ang ganda
Wow.
naman nun. I would never, I would never have imagined you na ganun kang klaseng fanay. Na,
Crazy po talaga. Hindi pong na-news ako kasi umiiyak ako sa airport. Mga ganyan. As in, yung parang, yung mga tarpaulin. Ay, ang crazy po ng fan life ko. Baka i-judge ako ng mga taon bigla. Kasi, tipong, kunwari, may poster may bench event pa, no? Hindi nga kami ganun hindi kami well off, no? Yung kailangan mong bumili ng 5,000 worth. Oh my gosh, iiyakan ko yung mom ko para makasama ako sa press con. Yung mga ganyan. Oo. Marami crazy. Tapos kukunin ko yung tarpaulin after ng event. Mga ganun.
Buti hindi ka nasisita, no? Ang cute mo.
Wala kasi itatapon na lang nila yun so walang kumukuha. Kaya ang dami ko rin pong flow sa Jonas Brothers.
Oh,
I mean,
parang
Jonas Brothers
na-imagine
fans.
yung kwarto mo.
Before, yes, my gosh. May sinare ako nun recently, Miss Joanna, makikita mo sa profile ko na 15 years na akong fan. I'm so proud of that.
Yan yung tinatawag na Jerome, commitment and dedication.
Oh, yes.
It's nice yung ganon. Yung, ano mo yun?
No shame
ko talaga yung
dyan.
ganon. Oo.
Oo. And hayaan mo yung magbabash sa'yo. Ako, nakukyutan ako sa story na yun.
Ay, marami po akong story about Jonas Brothers experiences ko na hindi makapaniwala yung mga tao. Kasi, kung saan silang hotel, nandun din ako. Mga ganun. Kasi yung crazy fangirl. And I think, doon ko talaga nakuha yung parang before, hindi naman ako marunong mag-commute. Natuto ako mag-MRT para from one event going to another event nila. Ganon.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. At marami kong friends because of that. Itatag nga kita, Miss Joanna. Nakaka-post ko lang nun nung isang araw.
Sige, itag mo ako. I would love that.
Sige po.
Yun, sige. I have a question, Yani. Okay.
Sige
Kasi
po.
more and more women are standing up and allowing their voices to be heard and thus being recognized as leader today. Now, can I ask you, how do you define women empowerment and why is it relevant in our current situation, especially you? I would say women empowerment na millennials.
Na-fan
Ako,
Jonas Brothers.
Na-fan ng Jonas Brothers at asawa ni Nick Jonas, diba? Ako, women empowerment for me is really understanding who we are. It's knowing who you are, knowing yourself completely, knowing your self-worth, and being empowered enough to share that to the world. And to encourage others to also find their worth, to also find joy in what they do. That's women empowerment for me. A lot of times, no? Kaya nga, pang Miss Universe, sabi ni Carla, pang Miss Universe. And I don't want to dig deep on it. I think it's more of just, if you are empowering yourself, then you can definitely empower other women too. So, work on your self-worth. That's women empowerment for me. And I think growing up na pinalaki ako ng isang single mom, that's why I'm very driven on my own na tipo, ang ultimate goal ko po sa financial success ko ay I don't need my husband's money. I can survive even without a husband. Ganon. So, because pinalaki ako ng isang empowered single mom, so I also want that for myself and for other women. Especially sa Philippines, marami pong, anong tawag dyan? Yung sa bahay lang, yung mom. Maraming housewives.
Housewife.
How can you empower them to not just be a housewife without financial capacity to be independent? Financial independence, diba? So, yeah, that's how I use my voice to the universe, Char. Yun.
And I.
Kaya from Nick Jonas, naging women empowerment.
Ang laki ng tumalon, no? Pero I love what you said. And also, yung kung halimbawa, you don't need your husband's money. But, if there will be, it's just a bonus. Pero hindi dun iikot, right? Kumbaga parang you can do the things that you want to do, you can buy the things that you want for yourself na hindi ka kailangang umasa to somebody else to give it to you, to provide it to you. Yeah,
Kasi yan
being
ang
happy
natutunan
with
ko
your
talaga.
own.
Natutunan ko talaga yan with my mom. Growing up, halos everyday sinasabi na ko, kaya kayo, pag nagkaasawa kayo, huwag kayong magde-depend, dapat may sarili kayong pera. Ganyan. So, yung dati meron
Mm.
akong relationship na sinabi sa akin na, pag basta sa bahay ka lang, mag-housewife, bibilin ko lahat ng gusto mo. Red flag, red flag. Gusto ko may sarili akong trabaho. Gusto ko may sarili akong pera, pambili ko ng sarili kong bag. Yung gano'n. Although, no, kaya yun yung medyo strong part ng personality ko kasi ganun nga yung mga gusto ko sa life. Na most
Mm-mm.
most women siguro gusto nila talaga dependent sila on others. I don't have anything against them except yun nga maaga akong namulat kasi sa why you need financial independence
Mm-mm.
as a woman, and also yun nga yung librong Girl Boss, 'di ba? Kaya Girl Boss yung nakikita ko sa sarili ko before because I really know that women are as capable as men. We're not less
Mm.
than men, 'di ba?
Yes.
So,
Mm.
that's it. Thank you so much for that wonderful question.
Thank you so much, Yani, for answering our Miss Universe question from the one and only Laurus President and K-pop Chairman
K-pop.
of the Philippines. Yes, that is Mr. Romsan.
Saka na, ano yan,
And
nilarecruit yan ng BTS. Ayaw niya lang.
Ah, hindi daw marunong sumayaw eh.
Eighth member.
ano,
Eighth member ng
actually,
BTS.
kinukuha siyang choreographer ng Blackpink.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Jerome, kilala
Pero
mo ba ba yung
inayawan
Blackpink?
niya kasi nagla-livestream kayo. Inayawan niya kasi
Oo.
nagla-livestream. Oo. Nagets
Kaya
ko.
ako
O,
Blackpink
tama
dahil sa
naman.
Pepsi.
Yan, na nag-iisang si Mr. Jerome San. So now, yeah, before I ask you to promote or where people can follow you, please allow me at this point in time to invite muna our friends naman to the upcoming events of Laurus Enterprises. So once again, thank you so much to our online audience right now. Thank you so much for being so active in the comment section. Yung mga viewers po natin, kung nahihiya po kayo, we still want to acknowledge you for staying with us up until this very moment. And we hope that you are enjoying the show as much as we are enjoying it right now, especially yung mga revelations that we are getting from this wonderful, amazing, blissful, and happy Miss Yani Moya. Right? Sabi nga ni Carlo Puri, pang Miss Universe ang tanungan ni Jerome. Yes. So now, allow me guys to invite all of you, our online audience, and also you, Yani, if you have time, I know how busy you are. Please allow us to invite you to our upcoming event this coming Saturday na po, yung pinakamalapit na event po namin, and that is called The Authority Key. All right? Wherein we are going to have the one and only Mr. Robert Riopel. Si Mr. Robert Riopel, hindi na po siya bago dito sa Philippines. In fact, he is well loved by our community here in Laurus Enterprises, being one of the lead trainers of Millionaire Mind Intensive, and at the same time, the facilitator of the Enlightened Warrior Training Camp for our Quantum Leap community. So in this event po, the Authority Key, Mr. Robert Riopel is going to help you how to stand out and get paid by what you deserve. How you can position yourself as the authority, especially right now that there are just too many amazing leaders standing up for themselves also. So in this program po, this 2.5 hours powerful training, you will understand how to set yourself apart from the competition, and at the same time the 6 life-changing habits that will allow you to design the life of your dream, the 4 phases of life and how to flow with them instead of struggling with them, and how to unlock the doors to success and money so that you can live your life with abundance and prosperity. Right now po, we are still offering our buy one take one. So instead of paying 300 pesos per person, you can get your ticket for only 500 pesos and dalawa na po kayo ng kapamilya mo or ng kaibigan mo that can attend that program. We are putting in the comment section our link po to the authority key so that you can become part of that. And that is going to happen po this coming Saturday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All right. Next program that I want to invite you would be with the one and only na mention po kanina ni Jerome yung pangalan niya, the world's best and number one business strategies, Mr. Tony Robbins is coming back with his Unleash the Power Within virtual event, which is a live virtual 360 interactive experience that will allow you or help you unleash all the potentials in you that the world and this crazy time, this pandemic, this COVID have been holding you back. In just 4 days po, through the Unleash the Power Within, together with Mr. Tony Robbins, you are going to identify and destroy the invisible enemy, which is fear and greed that prevents you from living the life that you want to have. Overcome the real cause of depression that people do not talk about. Master the 4-step to success formula. That is the number one reason why people get richer and the poor get poorer. At the same time, you will also create unlimited natural energy in you so that you can give more and be more and do more and ultimately serve more. Katulad nga po na sinabi ni Yani kanina, it's all about your purpose. Why do you want to do the things that you want to do? All right? You are also going to learn how to eliminate stress and overwhelm, stress and managing your time and achieve the goals that matter most in your life. And get the unfair advantage that the best athletes, executives, and entrepreneurs, and even big people like Oprah learned. And that is all through the Unleash the Power Within. Right now po, our ticket is being offered on its lowest rate pa po. So take advantage of that. Another event that I want to invite you, and this time we are going to feature a Filipino coach, none other than Coach Irving Ching. Through the pillars of the foundation program. In this program happening on November, you are going to learn how to take charge of your financial future through the stock market. This is going to be a 10-month mentoring program that will grant you all the tools you will need to profit from the stock market, regardless of the market sentiment or regardless of the economic situation. Irving Chin and his team of coaches and mentors through the pillars of the foundation will provide you a comprehensive lesson plan wherein they're going to share to you the core principles that the foundation themselves applies in trading through the stock market. The program also includes the basic of the stock market up until learning to create your own watch list and trading plan. Right now po, we are offering our early bird rate for this program. So feel free to message us or call us at 0917-5133456 or give us an email, shoot us an email at info@laurusph.net so that you can learn more and how you can take advantage of all these programs that I have just shared to you. And Yani, thank you so much for allowing me to share those events to our online audience right now. So going back to you, Yani, thank you so much for all those amazing insights. Napakabata mo pa, but you are already so full in wisdom. And totoo yung sinasabi ng mga friends mo, ng mga tao sa'yo, nag-uumapaw ka ng bliss in your life. That's why yun yung nararamdaman namin dito sa show namin. So right now, Yani, I'd like to invite you to share your parting message for the Laurus community or for our online audience. Also, is there anything that you want to promote right now? And if people, our online audience, would want to follow you, where can they follow you so that they can get more of your insights?
Thank you so much, Miss Joanna, and of course, Sir Jerome, for inviting me here and for
Yep.
having me. It's really an honor to be in the Laurus live stream. Grabe, no? Dati attendee lang ako, ngayon pinagsalita na ako dito. But anyway, yeah, thank you for this. Siguro ang gusto ko lang parting message is keep working on yourself and just keep being you. 'Di ba? Parang that's the only thing that's the trend right now, authenticity. So just be you, work on yourself, and just be the best you. And right now, yung ko ipopromote ko yung sarili ko, you can follow me on my social media pages at Coach Yani Moya. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And also you can follow me on, you can subscribe on my channel. Yan. So I recently, yeah, the other day, I launched my YouTube videos. So I'm gonna be posting YouTube contents every week. That's Yani Moya on YouTube. You can subscribe. Sobrang ma-appreciate ko yan if you help me reach 1,000 subscribers at least on YouTube. And ano pa ba? Yeah, I also have my podcast. It's called Quarter Life Bliss. You can find it on on Spotify, Quarter Life Bliss. You can also book a financial coaching session with my company. That's www.peridot.consulting.ph. So you can book there, you can get to know me more, and yeah, I hope to connect with you guys on my social media channels.
Thank you so much, Yani, for all the wonderful insights. And this time, please allow me to share to you and to our online audience some of the things that I picked up from this entire conversation. Yani, I made 3 pages and nahirapan akong magsulat ng mabilis kasi I tried na habulan lahat ng mga sinasabi mo. And to our online audience, if you have the same notes as mine, or if not naman, you missed it out, feel free to watch the replay later, right after po na matapos yung show natin. Just give it a few minutes po and you can be a team replay already. So, from our conversation with Yani, these are some of the things that I picked up. You have to love the progress. Be intentional, track it, and measure your progress all the time. List down your wins for the day. You don't have to be an Olympian. So parang halimbawa, with regards to your health, you just have to get started and appreciate the little wins, okay? Prioritize yourself. Decide if you want to stay in your comfort zone or move, or it's time for you to move to your growth zone. Sabi ni Yani also, kung malaki ang pangarap ko, dapat malaki na rin ako. So invest in yourself, guys. Life is so much fun, but how can I make it more fun for me? That is a really good question that you might want to also ask yourself after this episode. How to's, you can learn them on your own. There's just too many information on YouTube, on Google, but you have to find your purpose, why you want to grow yourself in the very first place. Also, respect people where they are and where they want to be. Okay. Also, it's very important to, going back to your purpose, be clear with your purpose. Do not be attached with the numbers. If you are a content creator and right now you are struggling, you are being unhappy ka because not too many people are following you or engaging with you, do not be attached with the numbers, but rather focus on, was I able to provide value? And track your record kasi makikita mo naman yan sa insights ng page mo. While it is important to look at the numbers, it's more important to look as to why you want to do that. Ano ba in the very first place yung reason mo why you want to share that information to people? Okay? Learn to invest, do not just save. As always, how can you grow bigger than your fears or your situation? Going back to the quality of questions that you are asking yourself so that you can have the quality answers that can help you propel your life to success. And lastly, ito po yung pinaka-last niyang sinabi, um, women empowerment or empowerment in general. Mapalalaki ka, mapababae ka, bata, matanda, right? Whatever gender that you are, that you have, LGBTQIA ka man, right? Empowerment is all about knowing yourself completely and understanding your full worth so that you can just be you and be the best you all the time. And thank you so much, Yani, for a vault of wonderful wisdom and insights that you have provided us tonight. My gosh, definitely I'm going to be once again team replay para mas ma-pick up ko pa lahat ng mga shinare mo sa amin tonight. But thank you so much, really, from the bottom of my heart to you. Thank you so much for being so generous to us. And Jerome,
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you, Yanni, for being our guest. I also want to thank those people who tune in and also support the team replay later on, and especially for those people who also in the comment section. So we thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we hope you got empowered by tonight's conversation. And we'd like to invite you once again for a new episode of Manifest Master Inspired that is next Wednesday. That would be August 18 with our special guest, Mr. Chris Vinson. He's the CEO founder of Primoff. And this is our partner sa social media ng Laurus Enterprises, the company he owns. And really nice transition story you don't want to miss next week. Okay, so that'll be next week, August 18 on Manifest Master Inspire. Joanna?
yes. Thank you so much, Jerome, for inviting our online audience. And we're looking forward to having you again, guys, for the next week episode. But for now, we just want to thank you once again. Time is the most precious asset that you can give to everyone. And so far, you have given us 2 hours of your time. And for that, we are truly, truly, deeply grateful to all of you. Maraming salamat for staying with us up
Thank
until
you.
this very moment. But for now, we just have to say goodbye and we look forward to welcoming you next week once again to another episode of Manifest Master Inspire. God bless you all and have a wonderful, fantabulous weekend soon. Join us in the pack or the authority key. Thank you so much again, Yani.
Thank you.